Hi everybody, my name is Paul Kuhn. I live in upstate New York, Rochester, New York to be specific. I'm up by Lake Ontario. So I was pretty much apolitical in 2016 and before. I had just an innate sense that this country was doing okay, that whether it was a Democrat or Republican in the office didn't really matter all that much. I'll admit I am fiscally conservative, so from that perspective, I often voted Republican, but I really didn't think that the choice mattered all that much. Then came 2016, and I was really actually quite disgusted. The choices between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump didn't seem like a choice at all. In fact, I went out and bought a bumper sticker that said 2016 Giant Meteor, just get it over with. That was the level of my disgust. So, once President Trump got elected, I noticed something really crazy going on in this country, and I'm not necessarily talking about Trump's rhetoric, although that is concerning. I'm talking about what happened to the Democrat Party and what happened to the mainstream media. And frankly, they just went insane. And it's really, really frightening. We can no longer trust what we hear on mainstream media outlets, whether it be CNN, MSNBC, or Fox. They all toe a partisan line, and it's really disturbing, and the majority of the populace is being divided by this. And I know there's a lot of talk about the shootings that are going on across the country, and there's a lot of blaming going on both sides. And I actually think it's the mainstream media that's at fault here for continuing to spread rhetoric, to spread lies, and to create headlines that are inflammatory rather than factual. So what does this have anything to do with Tulsi Gabbard? I'll tell you. It took me watching a ton of videos from every candidate, watching the Democrat election, watching Trump on television, watching Trump rallies, and then finally seeing Tulsi Gabbard speak. And if you look at Tulsi Gabbard, and you know what I mean, people in America, you know what I mean. When you look at someone's face and you look in their eyes, you can see what's behind their eyes. You can tell what their intention is. And more so, when Tulsi Gabbard speaks, she's speaking factually, she's speaking to the American people, with the American people, not at the American people. Okay, and Tulsi represents all of us. She represents everyone in this country, and she's doing so with her heart in the right place. And you know, I can't convince you of that, but I can ask you to go watch what she says, to go watch the interviews, to go see what her stances are. And I'm going to admit, I don't necessarily agree with all of Tulsi's stances on her policies. I have looked at her website, I've read everything she stands for there, and I disagree with probably half of it. But it doesn't matter, because what we need as a president in this United States is someone who is being honest with us and someone that will not play political games. And frankly, my friends, the only person that's running on the Democrat side of the aisle that's doing that is Tulsi Gabbard. And, you know, it kind of makes me sad because I'm not completely convinced that she can win doing this, but she should. She's being honest, she's being ethical, she's being forthwith. And I don't think you can ask for much else from a presidential candidate. So I plead everybody that watches these videos to watch what Tulsi says, to look into her heart, and to see that she means what she says, and she will follow through on what she is promising. And if it gives any more weight to this, this is coming from a now Trump supporter. And please don't lump me in with what the mainstream media wants you to think about Trump supporters. I support Trump because of his policies. I support Trump because he is up against a mainstream media that is completely vile and has gone completely insane. And frankly, the Democrat Party has splintered, and at least half of the Democrat Party seems to have gone completely insane. And what we need to return normalcy to this country is someone running in the Democrat Party that believes in America, believes in our freedoms, believes in individual rights, believes in civil rights, and understands foreign policy, and that is Tulsi Gabbard. It certainly is not some of her competitors who are running strictly for power and for the ability to put in place their personal issues and their personal demons. This is not what we need as the President of the United States. I think to a certain degree it's what we currently have for the President of the United States. So with that, I'm going to end this video and hope that in some way I've helped illustrate why Tulsi is the best choice right now for the Democrat Party in 2020. Thank you.